Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
I'll tell you what, guys. I've been very concerned for our boy Steve-O. We consider him a friend of the show. And I follow him on Facebook. And I was alarmed when I read something on the weekend, and I was just like, oh, no. Don't tell me this is the case. So I told Baby Huey, make sure you get Steve-O on the show. We have Steve-O on the line with us right now. Steve-O, what the hell are you doing, man? I am very concerned for you. I read something on the weekend that you have two black eyes, and there was a picture of you on your Facebook page. And there wasn't really much of an explanation. Can you explain what the hell you've been doing?
Well, I did the Charlie Sheen roast on Saturday.
Yeah.
And, of course, like, it was my intention to be hilarious and have funny jokes and all that. And I think I did a really good job, Like, I worked really hard on the jokes, and that all went really well. And, I got some big laughs. But, I never want to just tell jokes. I always want to do something crazy,
You're a true showman. You're a true showman, Steve-O.
Yeah. I don't ever know how to just stand there and talk. I want to do something wild and crazy.
Yeah.
And one of the other roasters was Mike Tyson. And I've been begging Mike Tyson to play the black eye game with me for a long time,
Now explain the black eye game to us.
I told him, I said, hey, Mike, you don't have to punch me, like all you got to do is just hold out your fist and let me dive face first into it. Just let me come running as fast as I can and jump my face into your fist and try and get a black eye.
Yeah.
Well, so I told my jokes, and then I told Charlie Sheen that I was so grateful to be a part of the roast, and now I was going to do something crazy and try and get a black eye from the former heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
And so I did. I ran across the stage. I dove into Mike Tyson's fist, but it just like my forehead landed on it,
Uh-huh.
And it was like kind of a failure. I remember I heard someone in the crowd say like, "You missed," and it was like, it sucked, man. It sucked, and I came up, and they told me I only got one try at it, but I came up off the ground, and I grabbed Mike Tyson's wrist, and I just started bashing my face onto his fist, like just like head. I was just like headbanging, I was just like headbanging my face onto his fist, and it just didn't seem to be working. And then I was like, oh man, I was sitting there like the next comic went up, this girl nobody's ever heard of, and she's like, yeah, Steve-O, nice try. And I'm like, oh, she's making fun of me. And then this other comic went up, and he's like, man, Steve-O, you sober sucks, man. And you used to be so edgy, and now you come out with your fake punch, and like, and I'm like, and I'm thinking, I can just see the headline after this. I'm like, if the headline's going to say...
Whoa, okay. Just kind of slipped up there. All right. Okay, we caught it underway. All right, so you're thinking of the headline, and you're going, oh, my God.
I thought the headline was going to say, Wild Boy ain't so wild anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
So
like,
what did you do?
Well, what I did, I went up to the host, Seth MacFarlane, and Charlie Sheen during the break, and I was like, let me do it again. Let me do it again, man. Call me up. Let me do it again.
Yeah.
And then I had to wait until the end of the show.
Uh-huh.
But then Seth MacFarlane said, all right, good night, everybody. But Steve-O's going to just real quick try his stunt again. And I was so excited, and I went running up to the podium, and I said, yeah, dudes. And this time I went running and dove into Mike Tyson's fist, but I missed again.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no. So I jumped up with no hesitation. I ran across the stage again.
Yeah.
And this time I wasn't playing around at all. I went and I dove and I put Mike Tyson's fist in the middle of my face. I dove into it so gnarly that I completely broke my nose. Like,
You broke your nose?
I mean, I took my nose. My nose found an entirely new place on my face. Like, I broke it so badly.
Now, what was it like? Was it like
so
running into like a sledgehammer or something?
Like, I mean, dude, it was insane, man. Like, blood starts pouring out of my nose. Like, it's like on the other side of my face now. Like, I'm standing there like, I'm so happy because like this is the greatest thing ever. You know, Mike Tyson broke my nose.
Uh-huh.
And then I go over to the camera guy, and he's filming all this blood pouring out,
Yeah.
and my nose is so broken. Then I hear this guy in the crowd.
Yeah.
This guy in the crowd says, "Steve-O, your nose needs to be set now."
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's something about this guy. And he comes over, he has me sit on the stage, and he's like, "I'm a judo instructor for 12 years.
Yeah.
I've set 20 broken noses." And he puts his like thumb on either side of my nose.
Yeah.
And it hurts like absolute hell. But he just plays around with it and like pushes it in, and then I like feel and hear the whole bone.
I've had that
like,
happen.
pop back into place.
I have had that happen. I've had my nose broke about 8 times when I was playing hockey, and you just hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This guy
exactly.
put my nose back into place. Now here's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when we were filming Jackass 3D,
Yeah.
Bam did his little Rocky trick on me
Uh-huh.
and completely broke my nose. Right.
Yeah.
It's like Bam Margera broke my nose on the set of Jackass 3D, and I never did anything about it. It was actually 2 months later I went to this nose guy, and the nose guy said, "Yeah, you really blew it not getting it set right then, man."
Yeah.
You know, like. And he said, "At this point, if you want to do anything about it,
They gotta
I have to break
re-break it.
out."
Yeah, they have
Yeah,
to-
he said, "I gotta break out a chisel,
Yeah.
re-break it, and then put it into place." You know?
Yeah.
So how could I have possibly known that I'm trying to get a black eye from Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson re-breaks my nose. this guy comes over and sets it in the perfect place. So I'm telling you, like I got cosmetic surgery from Mike Tyson and some weird judo dude for free, and I think I came out of that Charlie Sheen roast literally with my nose straighter than when I got there.
And looking like a champ near the end too.
Oh man, like I don't know if you saw the picture I put on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
The one I put on yesterday, but both black eyes have completely set it. I look like a complete raccoon.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, like it's pretty wild, man.
Hey,
But yeah.
When are you coming back to the Bay Area?
You know, I was at Tommy T's. It was going to be this weekend, but I had to cancel because there's no way I could turn down an opportunity to do the Charlie Sheen roast.
No,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I just had to do that, you know, and I'm working so hard to try and like really like find find a home in stand-up comedy, you know. Now, granted, like if I keep like doing stuff like playing the black eye game, it's going to undermine the comedy. But I just don't know how to stop hurting myself.
No, it's great stuff. Hey, so let me ask you this one question about Mike Tyson before we have to go here. All right, what was Mike Tyson like? Now, what did he say when he broke your nose?
Oh, he was fine, man.
Yeah.
He's a big marshmallow, man. And I've known Mike Tyson for years.
Did you ever wonder, because I think a lot of guys would go, dude, I'd take a punch from him for $10 million. Do you think if he punched you, you'd actually get up?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think that he would do that. You know, I think that he would have a lot of trouble doing that. But I've known Mike Tyson for years, man. Like there was a time, and it was in 2005. Like we were at this like mansion party together.
Yeah.
And he asked me if I had any coke, and I was like, dude, I've got a lot. You know, I've got really like a bunch. You know, and so like. So Mike Tyson and I locked ourselves in this bathroom, and we started doing coke like crazy, man. We went through like 5 grams of coke, and that sounds like impossible, but I'll tell you how it was possible. You know, I'm not even exaggerating at all.
Yeah.
Like here's what he did, man. Mike Tyson would take a cigarette, and he would roll it back and forth in his fingers. And hey, shush. He'd roll the I got these crazy dogs, man. Hey, shush.
Shush.
So Mike,
Yes.
so Mike Tyson, he rolls his cigarette back and forth between his fingers, making all the tobacco come out of it, right?
Yeah.
So and he took out all of the tobacco, so it was just a cylinder of paper. And then he starts piling in straight powder cocaine into nothing but paper. And, like, I'm looking at this thing, and I'm thinking, how the hell is that even supposed to smoke? Like, I don't think it's scientifically possible that that's going to smoke. And he just fills it with just nothing but paper and powder cocaine and makes the thing smoke. I was sitting there in amazement, and I'm just supplying coke for this, you know? Like, he's doing it like... We were in that bathroom for hours, man, just jabbering on. At one point, I did just the craziest thing maybe that I've ever done. Sitting there with a coked up Mike Tyson, and I tell him, you know, hey Mike, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I like to consider myself the N-word, right? Like, come on.
What did he do?
He said the definition of that word is anyone who uses it.
Oh,
which I thought was like a pretty insightful, like pretty impressive comment for him to make. Well, after hours in this bathroom, Mike Tyson, he says, you know, Steve-O, everybody's got you wrong. You're actually a really smart guy.
Everyone's got you wrong.
I'm thinking, oh my God, Mike, a really smart guy. You know, like Mike Tyson just told me that I'm smart. Like I was like seriously flattered, you know. And then I would see him around a little bit, and every time like he would be like, "Man, you got any coke?" You know. And if I didn't have any, if I didn't have any coke, like he wouldn't want to hang out.
Oh, that is hilarious.
But you know, but then now during I said a lot of this during the roast, right? I mentioned how the last time I hung out with him, we locked ourselves in the bathroom and we did like 5 grams of coke, but that's not the actual truth. You know, yes, that did happen, but the last time that I hung out with Mike Tyson, we were on a psych ward together.
Wow.
We were literally on the psych ward together. Not the psych ward that I famously got locked onto by Johnny Knoxville, but rather like once I had been sober for 100 days, like the work that I had done in recovery, like really taking an honest look at myself, like when the fog cleared and I saw myself for like what I had really turned into. I was so horrified, and I felt like I hated myself so much. I really felt like I didn't want to live. Like when it came clear to me, like what a douche I had actually turned into.
What a douche.
So I was. So with 100 days of sobriety, like I voluntarily checked myself in to a psych ward in Pasadena, California. And while I was in there, I'm not kidding at all, like Mike Tyson came through, you know, and we were sitting there in the nut house watching TV, and I was sitting there begging him to let me run into his fist. and that was in it was in July of 2008.
So 3 years later, you actually ran into his fist?
Yeah, and it was all red. My nose was in the wrong place. I should have known better and tried to break my nose so that I could fix it. Like I got cosmetic surgery to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars that people could pay professionals to do. And I'm telling you, my face is still a swollen, battered, bruised mess with 2 black eyes. And there's no real telling what's going on with my nose because my face is such an absolute mess right now. But I'm pretty
Love the picture.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that once all the swelling goes down, that I'm pretty sure that it's the end result will be that I look better than I did before. You know?
The great Steve-O. Steve-O, I look forward to you being in the studio again, man.
I know. I can't wait, man. It was the ultimate jackass stunt. I know, like, I mean, I was so excited about it. I went on the internet, and it's the dumbest thing for anybody to do is to go on the internet and read what people have to say about you because they're always going to be mean. You can never win.
Yeah.
But so I'm steering clear of that. I don't even want to know what other people think. I am personally so proud. I consider it the greatest jackass stunt ever.
All right, the great Steve-O. We look forward to seeing you.
All right, Steve-O.
Good luck with that.
I can't wait
surgery.
to come back, guys.
All right,
I
man.
cannot wait to come back. Thank you so much, and I love you guys. You have a great day.
All right, the great Steve-O. He's a real good guy.
Wow.
Tells it like it is. I didn't expect to hear him doing coke with Mike Tyson in the
5 grams in
bathroom.
the bathroom, no.
Another fine product from Uranus.
That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.